What's up? Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 72. It's June 15th, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Let's go. Picture this. One AI model can quietly pass along strange little habits to the next one during training. Those habits might show up as odd word choices or even bigger issues like overly negative tones. The process is called distillation. It works when a newer or smaller model studies the answers from a bigger model, instead of learning everything from raw data all over again. Think of it like a student teacher who picked up a quirky problem-solving trick from their own mentor. The school might try to correct it, but the style still lingers. Another way to picture it is passing a recipe down through generations. Each cook adds their own tiny twist without realizing it, and soon the dish tastes different from the original. This matters because it helps explain why models from the same company often feel similar in personality, even when developers try to make them unique. For anyone using AI in school projects or creative hobbies, it means the tools you rely on might carry forward hidden quirks from earlier versions. Those quirks can affect how consistent or reliable the answers feel over time. Safety research becomes even more important as these patterns get passed along without anyone noticing right away. Right now, there is no direct demo for this finding, but you can compare how different models respond by trying the exact same prompt in free versions of ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, and noticing the tone shifts. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we look under the hood. You know how when you are texting a friend, your phone suggests the next word based on what you have typed so far? Sometimes it even starts copying your own texting style without you noticing. Now imagine a whole group of phones learning from each other. The newer phones study the messages the older phones send and try to copy those patterns exactly. Step by step, the new phones get faster at predicting words, but they also start using the same odd phrases or shortcuts the old phones liked. Even if someone tries to clean up the new phones by removing the weird phrases later, it does not always work because the habit is baked into how the phones learned the patterns in the first place. And that is basically what happens during distillation when one AI model trains the next one. The new model absorbs not just the useful knowledge, but also the strange little behaviors. So next time someone says model distillation, you can tell them it is basically phones copying each other's texting quirks. Not so scary, right? Let's move to some cool stuff you can actually try yourself. When someone who already knows film or photography uses AI, they are not just hitting a button for quick results. They treat it like a practice partner that helps them experiment with new ideas and then bring those lessons back to their real work. It is like having a sketchbook that instantly shows you variations of an idea so you can decide which direction feels right. Friends in the film industry are now finishing more short projects on their own than they did in years of traditional jobs, and the same pattern appears in photography and storytelling. If you like making videos or editing photos for fun or school projects, this means AI can become a creative sparring partner rather than just a shortcut. Open a free image or video tool like the built-in editor in CapCut or the image features in ChatGPT. Type a specific creative prompt, such as turn this photo into a moody film still with dramatic lighting. Notice how the output gives you ideas you can then tweak yourself. Next up is a new system from Microsoft Research called Mirage that helps video generating AI remember a scene's layout even when the camera moves around for a long time. Instead of forgetting details and creating glitches, it stores the space information in a smart way that uses less computer power. Think of it like a director who keeps a detailed map of every room in a movie set so characters can walk through consistently without the background suddenly changing. This could make AI-generated videos feel more like real movies where the world stays steady as the camera follows someone down a hallway. For anyone who enjoys making short films or animations on their phone, it points to tools that will soon feel less random and more reliable. Experiment with current free video tools like Runway's free tier or Pika Labs by typing a prompt that involves a moving camera, such as a character walking through a hallway while the camera follows from behind. Watch how well the background stays steady. Time for quick bits, the rapid fire section. One model showed a strong preference for software and design jargon in its outputs. The word toast became particularly common in the code it generated. Observers noticed that the frequency of this word dropped sharply once the model went offline. This change highlighted the model's unique vocabulary habits. It demonstrates how individual AI systems can develop their own quirky preferences over time. The details were shared in a post on x.com with the status identifier 2066276656092692692935. A discussion explored the idea of combining several smaller and cheaper AI models together. In some cases, these combinations performed almost as well as a single top-tier model. The performance was close enough in specific tasks to be noteworthy. This finding suggests that future tools might not always require the biggest, most expensive systems. It opens possibilities for more accessible AI setups using multiple lighter models. The conversation was noted on x.com with the status identifier 20664920, 92067557491. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts covering tech, science, markets, and more. If you enjoyed today's episode, give Modern Investing Techniques a listen. Modern Strategies for Canadian and U.S. Investors. You can explore the whole lineup at neranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.